Erickson from Western Digital. I am the Senior Manager for Product Marketing in our Client Systems Group. I am here today. I'm going to show you a little bit about some of our new products. In my hand you can see kind of our suite of mainstream notebook products, 5mm, 7mm, and 9.5mm. I'll walk you through kind of each one of these and what's new. So I'm going to start with this guy here. This is a single disc 5mm. It's a WD Blue. It's an ultra slim. That's what our name for our 5mm products. It's got up to 500 gigabytes of storage. First thing you might notice here is the connector doesn't look like a traditional hard drive connector. This is a new implementation. It's something we're calling edge card technology. The connector is actually built right into the edge of the PCBA. It's a concept used frequently in cellular communications. First application in a hard drive. Flipping the drive over, the other thing you might notice is that the PCBA, rather than running the entire length of the drive, is constrained to the end of the drive. That was done intentionally. When you take one of the older drives, if you were to take a cross section, the PCBA is about 1.5 mm to 2 mm high. What that means is there's about 5 mm left for the disk to move and provide sway space for shock events. By moving on the new 5mm, the PCBA to the end of the drive, that same amount of space is preserved, giving the drive the same shock and vibration properties as its predecessor, even though it's 30% thinner. Another thing you may notice in the top here is a little dimple hole in the middle. That's the screw for our tied shaft motor, or you may hear it called a fixed shaft motor. It's technology we've leveraged from our enterprise products, and that offers us a couple advantages. First and foremost, when we were designing this, our thinking was it would go into very thin notebook computers and sit under the keyboard where you have palm rest pressure applied. And it's important that the drive have rigidity so that the top cover doesn't contact the medium. As we rolled the product out, with its very thin profile, you saw some applications out there that many of our customers and partners have said, you know, this is thin enough, we could put it behind the glass. Whether that be in a tablet or a detachable where the screen comes apart from the keyboard, it's thin enough and has the right properties, we can put it behind the glass. In those environments, the way you treat your tablet is much different than how you treat your PC. You're going to poke on the screen, you're going to squeeze and grip it, you're going to toss it around. We've done extensive validation, and this rigidity here helps to survive those more difficult conditions that a tablet experiences. The tie shaft motor also helps by securing the motor spindle at both ends. We hold the disc surface a bit flatter. That helps manage vibration maybe from the speakers in a system, and it also gives it's a little advantage in terms of performance because when we're able to hold those platters a little bit stiller. We took this 5mm technology and we built it up into our newest product. This was a product we announced on June 3rd, and it's our 2-disc 7mm 1 terabyte. It's the world's only, at this point, 7mm 1 terabyte drive. This was the predecessor here, the 5mm was the world's first. This drive, you can see on the back side here, leverages most of the same mechanical principles. Smaller PCBA, full height aluminum enclosure for the disc. The one difference you'll notice is the connector here. The 7mm uses what we call a legacy SATA connector. That legacy SATA connector is a statement to the fact that there exists a portfolio of products already as a single disc 7mm 500 gigs. And so you've got OEM customers who want to be able to, with the same connector design, have an upsell path that says I have a 500 or a 750 or a 1 terabyte. Similarly, for users who have already bought these thin and light systems but are constrained to, but have been constrained to the capacity that was shipped with their computer, they're now able to take that thin and light system they have and upgrade the capacity which they haven't been able to before. Both of these products are available, I mentioned, both in our WD Blue line of standard hard drives, and then they both also come in what we call our WD Black. These are our solid state hybrid drives that utilize NAND to offer a higher performance greater user experience. They come in a variety of NAND sizes. The one I've got in my hand here is a 24 gig. We've also had products implementations with 8 gig and 16 gig. So really when we look at hybrid, we think it's a technology more than a product, and it's something we can deploy across our portfolio regardless of capacity point or form factor. Here in my hand is another example. This is a single disc 7mm product, the mechanics of which have been in the market for about a year now, but which we can again deploy this hybrid technology onto as a building block approach. We offer two different kinds of hybrid technology, both being driver based. We offer one with our WD Boost software. That's a proprietary software that offers very high superior class performance. We also are offering a hybrid utilizing something known as the SATA I/O hybrid hinting proposal. That is an industry standard implementation that allows the host to send information, or send a score kind of with the information that gives the drive some knowledge as to the relative importance of the data to the NAND. So we're very excited. This suite of products here really demonstrates our commitment to a thin, light, fast strategy, meeting our customers and their customers' needs for high capacity, high performance, lightweight storage that enables sleek system designs.